What you're feeling is valid. Keep pushing. There's a testimony behind the pain. A lot of us are going through, even as teenagers, when you have PCOS, fibroids, endometriosis, and doctors are just saying, take this, take that. You need to also do your research. You'll hear stories where women had their miscarriage. At work, they're losing blood in the bathroom and they have to clean their stuff up and go back to work. And especially men, if you're smoking a lot, your chances are even greater. Society forces us to be okay when we're not okay.
Sandra Elidor is an author, speaker, and advocate for fertility, pregnancy loss, and endometriosis. As the founder and CEO of FEW, she has helped countless families navigate the challenging, often unspoken struggles of infertility, shining a light on the stories that too many keep silent.
How do you see it for a man that's in a serious relationship or that's married to be able to cope with their significant other or their spouse during that moment? How does that look like for men?
What makes us unique, we highlight the men. Because we always put the pressure on the women. You gotta do the test. Something's wrong with you, something wrong with you. There's studies that said a lot of it is the men as well.
After high school, did you think that you would be where you are today?
I was never the one that your parents like, gotta be a doctor, engineering. I wanted to be a CEO of something. If you are a selfish person, don't get married.
Welcome to Jules Legacy Enterprise Productions, where story connects generations. A conversation with a pioneer, a segment that celebrates the life and the journey of North Miami Senior High School pioneers by bridging the past and the present to inspire the future.
Behind every story, there's a name. Today, we have with us Sandra Elidor, who is an author, a speaker, infertility, pregnancy loss, and endometriosis advocate, who is also a founder and CEO of FEW.
So Sandra, there's one part he also left out. You are a mother of two?
A mother of two, yes.
So what else do you actually do?
I'm a mother, a wife of 14 years.
Right, nice.
Of course, the author, the speaker, the nonprofit, that's my baby that was dropped in my lap.
Of course.
So I'm a people person. I love people, honestly.
Sandra, how was your upbringing?
Being Haitian, ça passe.
Naboule.
Being Haitian, I actually, you know how most people have certain stories about growing up Haitian parents. Some of them are a little, not as the best. The parents don't say I love you and all that. I didn't live in that world.
Right.
I didn't live in that world. Although my brothers and I had to teach my parents to say I love you. Once we
but it's different. You don't really find that in like in a Haitian household. That's not very common.
You do not. Like even the fact that I did infertility treatment. My parents was behind it.
Infertility treatment?
I did.
What is that?
So I had to do IVF.
IVF
to get pregnant with my little one. He's now 11 years old.
Right.
And because I had endometriosis, which lead to my unable to have children the quote unquote regular way.
Right.
So I had to go through IVF, and my parents were on board. They were like, okay, let's go. This is what we got to do. This is what we got to do. Most Haitians would be like, what is this?
Of course.
Why do we need to take this route?
Right.
Let God do his thing. And I'm like, well, this is another route that God is okay with. Like,
right.
What's the problem? But my parents was always supportive of us. So, yeah, not the typical Haitian household.
But it is very common and as far as for a woman, a lot of them have complication during pregnancy, right? And not a lot of people even talk about that much. A lot of the celebrities talk about it. And how was that journey for you overall?
It was hard, only because it was unknown. Being from the Caribbean, Haitian, we don't talk.
At all?
We don't talk. What happens at home stays at home. But because of that, our generation left with, we don't know how to navigate, where other cultures, Americans, this is secondhand information. Like, this is easy to get.
Right.
This is nuance for us. So something happened at home, something's going on at home, papale.
Right.
Don't speak.
Right. So you mentioned something about your family. How big is the family? Any siblings, brothers?
I have brothers, no sisters.
No sisters? You're the only girl in the family?
Girl, and I'm the baby.
So everybody's older than you.
Everybody's older. I have two older brothers.
Two older brothers.
Okay. Two older brothers. So you're the baby.
I'm the baby.
From class of 2001.
01 for sure.
Miami in the house. Miami in the house.
Because I remember we were at the picnic and I saw I think Sabine put on you guys had this structure tent that was at the picnic. It was very nice.
Only right. It's only right how we do it.
All right. So at any point after high school, did you think that you would be where you are today?
Yes and no.
Okay. Why is that?
Reason when I say yes is I was never the one that your parents like, got to be a doctor, engineering. Yes, every parent said this is the route that you need to take.
Correct.
I never wanted that. I wanted to be a CEO of something. I've always had it. Even when I was a kid, when they make the kids write, what do you want to do when you grow up? It's like, I want to be an owner of something. I want to own my own business. There's something empowering to me that I help to feed other people's families.
Right.
If I provide or create some kind of structure that they work for me.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
So for our viewers that's listening, a lot of them might have a lot of questions, and one of the questions that I'm urged to ask is, what was the very first thing you did after high school, after graduate? What was the very first thing you took?
Went to college.
Where?
At Florida Memorial University.
Okay. Then how was that?
It was good. HBCU, enjoyed it.
Of course.
It's right there in Miami Gardens.
Yeah.
And I had a great time.
What did you major in?
Broadcast communication.
Broadcast communications.
Is that broadcast communication? Is that something that you did because of your parents?
No, because you tell your parents you're going to get a degree in communication, they'll be like, "Opa kan pale."
Because Haitian parent, the Haitian household, they don't really see the future in anything. They don't really see like you said, they only know doctors, lawyers, engineers. If you're not that, then it's completely different. Just like myself, for me to do the career path I'm in now, they weren't always supportive of it until I became much older, right? Yeah. So to see that they were supportive of your dream and certain things, that's very different.
Certain things. When I started telling my story of my road to parenting, from trying to do IVF and finally getting success and all of that, the ups and downs of it, it was like, why are you telling the world your business?
True.
Because I use social media to highlight and encourage others to share their story, because there's power in storytelling. And it was not something, it's like, why are you telling your journey? Why are you doing this? But now the calls and the conversation are totally different.
Of course.
It's like, oh, there's somebody at the church that's going through something. I gave them your number.
Got it.
So you can talk to them.
Okay.
Or there's someone, you need to tell them, I haven't seen you on Facebook in a while.
Of course.
Share more.
Of course.
So it's completely different because they're scared. They're not coming from their parents and their parents' parents. It was not so easily to just tell people your business.
Right.
So we're the generation that's teaching our parents how to live.
It's true, because the culture barriers, we break a lot of barriers. Because what a lot of people don't know is that first generation of parents that came here, they don't know much, or they
functioning in fear,
or it'll be more survival mode.
They're survival
mode.
Survival.
I think,
like, they don't want the fear of how they grew up at the same time to overlap to their children.
Right.
But it is that survival mode. Like, I gotta do for my kids, but they don't know how to live in the process.
Well, you think it's just the living, or is it that they're also not tapping into the emotional side because of the survival?
Both.
Okay.
But I would look as far as is the responsibilities that they basically already take on, right? So it's already so much, because my dad tell me all the time, like, if I had a chance to go to college, right, then a lot of the responsibilities that he has or he had to basically leave school, right, in order to take care of us. And it's very hard to double task or to say, hey, I'm going to go to school, take care of 3 kids, take care of 4 kids, and learn the language, learn the culture. It's a little bit different.
And a culture that is new to them.
That's true.
Like, as they're coming in here, not having that early start from elementary.
100%.
They're coming here as adults, navigating with oftentimes with their children, their wives. So it's almost like, I don't have the privilege to do all the other stuff because you have a need, and my responsibility is to provide for my family.
Right.
So I completely understand their mindset at that time.
Were you born here?
No, I wasn't. I was born in Haiti.
What part of Haiti?
Port-au-Prince.
Port-au-Prince. So how long you been here? So at what age did you come here?
7 years old.
You were 7 years. What elementary you went to?
At first, I went to Morningside Elementary.
Okay.
Then Gratney Elementary,
Right.
followed by North Miami Middle, and then North Miami Senior High.
All day, baby.
So you've been in the community for a
I
while.
have, yeah.
So what has been one of the biggest turnaround that you've seen in the community here?
Us,
What do you mean?
the generation after our parents, us.
What do you mean?
To see that, imagine you have your children and you get to sit and watch them succeed. Like, where are the mayors now?
Oh, that's dope.
The doctors
Of course,
now?
of course, of
We're the
course.
one that's helping cultivate what our parents came into.
Facts.
So they came into just moving. We're changing it.
Facts.
We are.
So-
And one of the things that you did mention earlier was that you always wanted to be a boss, right? A CEO. And I know there's a lot of women that are probably watching now that wants to know, hey, I'm hearing part of her story, and she is the CEO and founder of FEW, which is the Filling Empty Wombs. Someone that's coming into to you, what are some of the things they can expect through this organization?
If you're open
Okay.
to be pouring into, you're now going to have the chance to pour into somebody else. Like, that's my base of how this nonprofit is changing. Is you at some point have to give it back to someone else. Because your story, a lot of us think we go through pain and trials and tribulation like it's for us. It's not for you. It's just, unfortunately, you were chosen for it, but it's not for you. It's for you to learn from it. Now help the next person go through it. It's not... A lot of us, we have to have a reason why we go through pain in life. There
Right.
have to be a reason. I can't live to know that it was okay that God chose me to go through the process to get pregnant, to stay pregnant. Nah, that's not the God I know. There's
Facts.
a reason. He's very intentional. There's a reason. And now that I got a chance to birth Filling Empty Wombs, I'm like, oh, it all makes sense. So if you're coming into, we have support groups. If you're coming into our support groups, you're going to be poured into, not only by me, but the people that's also going through the same thing you're going through at the same time. Maybe in different levels, but we're pouring into each other.
So when did you start this organization?
This organization started in 2019, but it
Okay.
officially became a nonprofit in 2021, right after I had my pregnancy loss, my miscarriage. Because at that point, it was like, okay, God, what do I want to do? I know I have to do this. And it actually came from me fasting. When God is like, okay, boop, time to start.
Right.
And I knew exactly what he was talking about because I knew this story had to be told at some point. But he always told me, not yet. So through prayer and fasting, it fell. And then up to that point, it's like, do I want it to be nonprofit or for-profit?
Right.
After my pregnancy loss, I knew this has to be a nonprofit. I can't charge people to do it.
How was that for you, that process, going through that process, the pregnancy loss? If you can encourage some women that are listening out there, how was that process for you?
It's almost like you're floating and watching yourself the whole entire time. You're watching yourself go through it, but at the same time, you're telling yourself, snap out of it. You're tired of crying. Get back to how things used to be. But your body's like, no, you're going to have to sit in it and go through it. But it's like, I don't have time for this. I don't have time. Let's rush it. Let's hurry up and get back to how life was to be before pregnancy. Your body's like, nope.
Wow.
It's funny how you actually mentioned this, and I don't think society gives enough credit to how women are able to overcome these situations. But not only that, I think we walk around expecting women to be okay.
Yeah.
Because we already have a whole lot of things already in place for them to do. So how was that experience for you?
Society forces us to be okay when we're not okay.
Right.
It's many. You'll hear stories where women had their miscarriage at work, in their work bathroom.
Wow.
At work, they're losing blood in the bathroom,
Wow.
and they have to clean their stuff up and go back to work, and go back to work the next day and the day after.
But how do we fix the situation? How do we fix and actually become more like empathetic towards
What our
that?
parents told us not to do: share your story. Keep sharing your story. Even in the pain, you'll figure like, I can't talk. Talk through the pain. Talk through the tears. Not only it's healing you, it's healing the other people that's listening. But the more we talk, the more service gets created, the more bills gets to be passed.
Right.
But we can't pass bills if we don't know what to pass.
That's true.
So you need to share your stories and be in a place that it's okay to be vulnerable. A lot of us think we need to be perfect before we can share our story. No, share it through the pain.
But you don't think a lot of people just also, they shy, or they don't want people in their business, or they just want to hold it because especially if someone is married or they're trying to have a child, they probably blame themselves for not being able to remain pregnant. And I think that's also tough on those individuals.
It is. It absolutely is. We feel broken. What God created for us to do, we can't do.
Wow.
Wow.
Like, it is a lot of emotion that,
Wow.
because that's what the Bible says, right?
Right.
Go out and
Go
make.
forth and multiply.
Even multiply.
Right.
And you telling me I can't do it.
Right.
And so now I'm feeling bad about myself. I'm feeling bad for my husband because I can't give him an heir. So, and then you have society that keeps asking you, well, you've been pregnant for so long. When are you going to have a child?
Wow.
So there is a lot of society pressure. There's a lot of people in your own home. Your parents are also putting that weight into you. So everybody's putting a light on you saying you're broken without them actually saying it.
Wow. So I know we spoke a little bit on your experience and being a mother. For the men that are listening and husbands or those that are in a relationship, how do you see it for a man that's in a serious relationship or that's married to be able to cope with their significant other or their spouse during that moment? How does that look like for men?
I love those conversations. I love that question because, yes, there are other nonprofits that speaks about infertility. Mm-hmm. What makes us unique, we highlight the men. Mm. We do highlight the men because we always put the pressure on the women. You got to do the test. Something's wrong with you. Something wrong with you. There's studies that said a lot of it is the men as well. So men, we need to start allowing other men to have a space to speak. Because you'll hear, you're shooting blanks.
Right.
Mm. That's not a nice thing to say if the person is having a hard time getting pregnant. Mm-hmm. And men are not forthcoming to be able to give those information because the peers that they have may not be open to be that sensitive because it is a very sensitive topic. Okay. So if you don't have men in your circle that is mentally capable, right, to have those conversations, even if they don't know anything about it, but to be like, okay, I hear you, bro, they're not going to speak. And it's because of that, they don't have the opportunity to know if other men around them also having this situation. And I'm sorry to say, there is a lot of men that are going through that. And especially men, if you're smoking a lot, right, your chances are even greater.
Wow.
So what are your goals for that organization, your 5-year, 10-year goal, and how big do you see that organization going?
We have multiple tiers in that organization. My long-term goal is the process to get pregnant through IVF, infertility treatment, it is a lot. It costs so much money. Right. Like in South Florida alone, to maybe one round could cost you starting $21,000. Right. It is a lot. Wow. So the goal is for us to raise funds to be able to provide that funding for families over and over again, that we got you. We're going to pay for it for you, or at least a portion of it. And even for those that went through pregnancy loss, one of the things that I was grateful for during my loss is someone came and brought me pollo tropical. Wow. At my house. I didn't ask for it. She came to see me. She brought me family bags of that. And something so small, because that was one less thing I had to worry about. Right. And allow myself to just be in the moment versus I had to get up and cook when I emotionally can't do it. So that's something too, just to be able to even providing maybe someone to clean your house, someone to at least release some load from you. But the long-term goal is to provide college scholarship to those that were born through infertility treatment. because parents already spend the money to get you here.
That's different.
Yes, we spend all of our money. Some people
Right.
took loans out, pull out their 401k to get you here.
But what's the success rate of that?
It's there's so many different ways
Okay.
for it. The first round, most people don't get pregnant the first round. The number is significantly low.
So you have to do another round?
You have to do
How much is each round, if you don't mind me asking?
Does it go
Again.
higher?
We're having a conversation, so how much is each round? I'm just curious.
So imagine I'm telling you the first one round made about $21,000.
That's the first
1,000?
That's the first round, depending on your state that you're part of.
Is that all out of pocket, or does that include insurance?
No,
There's no insurance.
no. Most insurance don't cover it.
Wow.
Unless there's some, because that's why we need to talk to help those policies to be created. But some insurance, depending on where you work, like Starbucks pay for it, Google, T-Mobile, are some of the few organization that is part of their plan. That you have lawyers that's making thousands of dollars a year quit their day job to be able to serve people at Starbucks, provide coffee, just so they can have that insurance to be able to go through this.
Oh, wow.
So, and the multiple round, if you're lucky, which I always recommend, don't get the single round, get the multiple round, because the multiple round, the first round may be 21,000-ish. The multiple round may be 25, 26, 30. At least multiple round, if you don't get pregnant the first time, you already paid for it, and you can have another round.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
So it'll cost anywhere between $50,000 to $75,000, you would say.
Yeah.
That
In
is.
some states, maybe even more.
You mentioned something about as far as policies and policymakers and as far as the politicians, and what are some of the laws that you would like to see implemented that will make an impact or that will make a difference in IVF?
Universal health care when it comes to IVF, that let the insurance pay for it. So we can have the level playing field of being pregnant. It's nothing that someone did to get this.
Correct.
It's something with medical anything. Like for me, I have endometriosis, which caused me to have infertility issues. It took me 21 years to be diagnosed. And that 21 years, my parents and I was going through hospitals, clinics, everything or every place, OBGYN clinics, to let them know, hey, her menstrual pain is bad. No one listened. Most of them was in my face, was telling my parents, oh, she wants attention. There's nothing wrong with her. And imagine for 21 years, I know something is wrong. I don't know what it is.
Right.
And doctors not willing to listen, but still getting billed.
Right.
And find out once you got married and you're ready to have children and the same reason that you've been fighting to get somebody to listen to you is the same reason that caused me to have infertility. So it's nothing that I did wrong, but yet you're still being punished because healthcare doesn't cover it. But sorry, I know you guys are men, but there's a lot of things men has insurance will cover fully. But for us, it's always like we have to keep fighting to get basic needs for things women, their body naturally go through.
You mentioned that you have one child through IVF.
I do.
So if you wanted to have another child, would it be the same process?
We tried again. Yes, we tried again.
It has to be through IVF. It can't.
Depending, your body can change.
Right.
And in my situation, the second time we tried to do it again, and my tubes just so happened to be open. But because at that point, there's so many of my eggs were gone from endometriosis that's ate up my eggs, that I would have to do IVF again. So we tried that process. We had acupuncture. We tried so many things, I was taking like 16, 20 medications a day.
Right.
And eventually we did get pregnant, but that ended up in the miscarriage.
Do you think those medications you're taking has side effects to them also?
Of course, absolutely.
How supportive was your husband in this entire process?
He had no choice but to be supportive. He had no choice.
What does support look like?
It's all dependent on the individual. Okay. Support for those that don't know about IVF, the support we need is just for you to show up. Right. You don't even have to talk. You don't have to say, I understand, because we know you don't. And it's okay for you not to understand, but just show up. Be mindful of maybe like baby shower invitations, because those remind us like, oh, we're still not pregnant, but so-and-so got pregnant.
Wow.
So baby shower invitation, how you deliver certain things to us. The holidays are hard. Back to school is hard, especially if you did had a pregnancy loss, because every year you're reminded, and you're telling yourself, my baby would have been 1 year old this year, 2 years old. Oh, this is the year that my baby would have entered kindergarten. So everything reminds you. The biggest one is Mother's Day.
Wow.
Mother's Day is hard, like hard. And I tell them, stay off of social media. But you just can't stay off completely because people are selling flowers on the side. You go to the supermarket, you see the Mother's Day balloons. Commercials. It is a huge trigger. But we just have to maneuver around it and put the face on and act like everything is normal when it's not. But we have no choice.
And at this time, we would like to take the time to thank all of our sponsors who have truly supported us. AZ Formal Wear, Chick-fil-A of Miami Shores, Comprehensive Health Center, and Gourmet Gatherings. And most definitely, we would like to thank you, all of our listeners and our viewers. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Till the next episode.
I have a very controversial question that I don't want to. As a mother who gave birth through IVF, how do you feel about abortions or people who does abortions?
Which is not controversial. It is, but for me, it's not my choice to make somebody else's decision.
Right.
It's not my choice. Do I want everybody to have children? Yes, because I didn't get a chance to have a normal way. However, I can't pay for your doctor's bill. I can't pay for that ridiculous amount of childcare you're gonna have to pay. I cannot be there for you. So at the end of the day, if it's your choice, that's your choice. That's between you and God, not me.
Right.
So I believe in choice, because unless we're able to fulfill everybody's need for, okay, if I'm gonna have this child, I need all of this. If you can't provide all of that for that person, because I don't know the person's situation. But the problem with political is everything has to be black and white.
Correct.
I live in the gray.
Understand.
You can't make black and white for every situation. So they have to be leeways. So if there's no leeway, I'm pro-choice.
Wow.
What made you become an author?
You know what? I don't know, honestly. I don't know. I hated writing as a kid.
You hated writing?
Writing.
Walk us through this wonderful book, Mommy Kangaroo.
Is that your first book?
That is. Okay. And I have others on my computer.
All right.
At some point I have to pull it out. But it is. And my son always asks, is this book about me? It's not. It's actually about, even though it's a mother and a son, the lesson behind it was between me and my stepdaughter.
Okay.
So she's older. She is now a junior in high school. It's growing up so fast.
Right.
She's been around me since she was 6 months old.
Okay.
So that's my bonus baby. And the story is, at the end there is a lesson. I remember as she was growing up, I was like, clean your room. And her room wasn't clean. Pick the stuff up. She wasn't doing it until one day she's like, I don't know how to do it. And I'm like, oh, shoot.
Right.
I never showed her.
Wow.
I'm telling her to do all these things, but I never actually taught her how to do it.
Right.
So that's the base of this book. So it's the kangaroo, that's the mother and the baby, and telling him to clean your space. And the kangaroo just ignored it. At least that's what mommy thought.
Right.
But in reality, he just didn't know how to do it. Oh, wow. And for us parents, we have to be able to have teachable moments. We have to teach our children. If not, somebody else or society is going to tell them how to do certain things, but it is our responsibility to teach them.
How long you been married?
14 years.
14 years?
Yes, high school sweetheart.
High school sweetheart?
Yes.
You guys met at North Miami?
North Miami. He's class of 99 and I'm 01.
You class of 01.
He was dating underclassmen.
What has marriage teach you or taught you?
Crazy enough, people think marriage, you learn each other. I learn about me. I learn about myself.
Right.
Being married, what you can and cannot handle, what you can do with or without your partner, I became a little bold early
Right.
on in my marriage.
Right.
Because then it's like, I can talk to a guy and not trying to think, oh, I'm trying to holler at you.
Of
It's like,
course.
we're just having a conversation. So marriage is hard.
Why you say that?
Marriage is hard because if you are a selfish person, don't get married. You always have to put others before you. Just like if you are a selfish person, don't have children. You don't come first in the poll. And it's okay. It's okay because our job is to cultivate and teach and grow together. So things I do, I have to think of my husband. I have to think of my children, how whatever I do affects the collective
Right.
family.
Right.
So if you're always that person that's like me, myself, and I, you're going to struggle in marriage. You're going to struggle. So you need to be able to be we.
Okay. So what are some of the qualities that your husband have that also help to nourish that area in your relationship?
I'm a planner.
Okay.
I like to have things planned. Okay, let's do this and do that. My husband is a get up and go person. Let's
Yes.
do it.
Most men are.
I guess so,
Most
but
men.
I need that part because I'm the one that's like, hold up, we're going on vacation. Let's look at the calendar. When the kids are off, when is this, when is that? He's like, let's go this weekend. I'm like, wait up, buddy, hold on. So it is my yin and yang.
Right.
So you need that delicate balance because sometimes I'm always all in my head
Right.
that I prefer, and I need to just get up and go. And
Right.
he's that one that's like, okay, I didn't know I needed this weekend.
Yeah,
So
so you mentioned that you're the planner. Who's the spender?
he is, and he will tell you that. He was sitting here right now. He will tell you he's a spender.
He's a spender?
He's the spender.
Wow.
So if you had a chance to speak or give any advice to someone who just got married, maybe 1 year and 2 years in, what advice would you give them?
Stay in counseling.
Stay in counseling.
Stay in counseling.
How often?
Keep it as part of you doing your finances.
That's true.
Have a line for your counseling, marriage counseling.
So is that one of your pillars that's holding your marriage up?
Definitely. We do counseling. I believe in counseling. Even for my infertility, I believe in counseling. Because sometimes you need a third party to help you, not give you answers.
Right.
But sometimes we don't hear each other.
True.
And that person letting you navigate to, okay, what is the unsaid? How are they trying to convey or tell you for you to understand? Because sometimes we feel some way, we may not clearly able to articulate it because we're so emotional. We're in this marriage. I need this, I need that. When a third party, I'm not dating y'all,
Right.
could clearly licensed,
Right.
certified person can tell you, okay, how do you feel when she said this? But this is what she's trying to tell you. But sometimes we're all in our head. We want to be heard.
Right.
We're not listening.
True.
So, yeah.
I heard you mention something earlier. You said bonus child.
Mm-hmm.
How is that? Being a bonus mom.
Yeah, she's my bonus baby because she added value to my life.
Okay.
So it's not, yes, she's my stepdaughter.
Okay.
She's been around me. I've been around her since she was 6 months old. But she is my child. I didn't birth her. Her mother is still around. When her mother is down, I know my place when she's with her mother. But when she's not, I also know that she still need a mother figure. And I in that space when her mother is not.
Okay.
And I am proud to pour into her. As the young lady that she's becoming, beautiful young lady, it gives me pride to know that I was part of her growth.
Is she a pioneer?
No, she's not, unfortunately. She's not. We living in the Broward side, so.
Okay.
But I still have family in North Miami.
You still have family in North Miami.
My parents still live in North Miami.
You make several references to God.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been watching the entire interview. You keep mentioning God and you keep mentioning as far as your faith and your upbringing. And what is your belief in God? Or do you believe in God?
I believe. I'm scared of that man.
Okay, so
Good fear. Yes.
So what church you go to?
I am at the Faith Center.
Okay.
I used to be at Emmanuel
Emmanuel.
Vision back
Right.
then. I'm at the Faith Center and Sunrise.
How was it raised being Haitian?
Honestly, I created a post not too long ago, and I'm like, I miss going to a Haitian church.
You miss it? Why?
do.
What do you mean by saying
I
that?
do. We praise differently.
Right.
We praise differently. Not saying the American doesn't praise, but it's something about your root type of praise.
Right.
It hits differently.
But what's stopping you from going back?
Trying to find a church.
That has structure and discipline.
Yes.
Right.
And that's rooted in Bible, not opinion.
Okay.
And a lot of our Haitian churches do that to me sometimes. It's more like culturally,
Right.
our Haitian culture. We root it in our culture and what our ancestors did. And I'm like, we need to have room to maneuver. Things are different. And how our parents were raised in Haiti is not the same now. So we can't have the same structure and the same system. So we need to have wiggle room. And some Haitian churches don't allow that. And we need it. And to me, that's why a lot of our generation are not going to church.
Right.
Yes.
There's no relevance to it now.
They can't connect. They really can't connect to it.
Connect.
You mentioned something earlier, right? I had someone that told me this about 15 years ago. They said but when it was 15 years ago, but they said in the next 15 years, which would be somewhere around today, the first generation of kids who came here, their children is going to be popping up everywhere in the world, whether it's through music, through arts, through politics, through engineering and everything else, right? As a mother and also as a Haitian business owner, CEO, where do you see the Haitian culture going to in the next 10 years?
I love that, and I agree with that. We're resilient.
Right.
It runs in our blood.
Right.
We're the first free slave. It's in our blood
Right.
to be more than our ancestors was. So it's our job to give them more because our parents taught us to get more.
Right.
I'm going to give you more than what I had. So we are passing the same thing to our children because that's what we were graved into. So yes, you can start seeing it now. Back then when we had Zopounds and all this, it was not popular to be Haitian.
Of course.
It was not now.
But now it is. Now it's like everyone want to be Haitian. Everybody's posting about it. Everybody's talking about it.
And it's Haitian, not just on Haitian Flag Day. They're Haitian
yearly around now.
Yearly.
Year round.
Before it was just Haitian Flag Day. People that are not Haitian are learning our language, learning our food. When you're looking at social media now, you're seeing Caucasian counterpart they enjoying our culture.
Facts.
So, and you can start seeing it now. We are already in politics. We are already in medicine. We are in TV. We are being placed in non-traditional doctor,
right.
engineer, that nurse. We are being
course.
placed in other parts.
Right.
And seeing that now, hell yeah, I love where we're going. I love where we're going.
Our sisters are looking good. Our brothers are looking good online, and they're making a lot of positive impact throughout the world.
Yep.
The organization that's being formed, you have a lot of organizations locally, nationally that's being formed, and the Haitian culture is really thriving and is spreading throughout the whole world.
Yep. And there's one thing that I do, it's popping up in my head now. Our generation, our parents' generation, their form of giving back was giving money, sending money back to Haiti. Our form is resources.
Correct.
And education and teaching them how to fend for themselves. Because it's power, what's that saying? You can bring a horse to water.
But you can't force them to drink it.
You have to teach them how to do it. They need to be self-sufficient.
Right.
And unfortunately, when our parents were just giving money back, they kind of make the culture crippled a little bit.
The culture, like sending money back to Haiti?
Sending back.
That was my next question, because I was going to ask you, do you think that had an effect, or there was like a negative effect or impact of sending money back?
In a way,
because some would say all of the resources they have here, all the funds they have here, they could have built a better home here. They could have built a better environment here. They could have sent their kids to better school here. But they believe in the back of their head at some point they're going to go back to Haiti. A lot of Haitians come, I'm going to go back home. I have my house there, and they're very proud of that. And it did cripple us a lot. But one of the things I'm very proud of is not only Haitians are resilient, they're hard workers. And they believe in education. They believe in investing in their kids. They will work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, and they'll go to hotels and work different jobs just to make sure that the kids have a better education. right? So like my father, he made sure he had a rule in his house. You would not go get a job unless you had a college degree. And he meant that. But years later on, a lot of us understood why.
It was a distraction.
Did you pray for a husband?
Of course.
How did that?
Of course.
So you pray for a husband?
I see what's out there.
So,
What's out there? Tell the people. Tell the people the options that's out there.
Of course.
I heard
you
this.
gotta pray. Like, what's that we see on social media? You gotta pray to go to Walmart.
Right.
So how you're not going to pray for that one person that you're going to have to put up with for the rest of your life, that you have children that's going to have the same temperament
Right.
as this person,
Right.
and not pray for it.
So you pray for a husband.
Heck yeah.
Did you get everything that was on that paper
No.
or that was in that prayer?
No.
But you got
And
most of it?
I got most of it, but sometimes we also pray. It's hard to pay for everything because you don't know. You've never
Right.
been married.
Right.
You don't know what you're going to need yet. So oftentimes we have the list of prayer, but honestly, it just may need one sentence. Like, God, pray, give me the man that you know I'm going to need in the future.
Right.
Because I'm praying for who I am now. You're not going to be the same person in 10, 20, 30 years.
Facts.
When you have children, when you have the degree, everything is going to change. But pray for the person you know I'm going to be in whatever years to come. And make sure he's able to cultivate. I can influence him. He can influence me. Like, we could highlight the positive in each other.
Right.
Because one thing you don't want is to be in a marriage and the negativity of it all will cripple you. As you sleeping with the enemy.
Right.
No one wants to sleep with the enemy. You like, the devil
every
is
day.
right here and I have to love on him. Like, you don't want to do that. That's mentally a draining for you.
Right.
But honestly, it's simple as, is he your best friend? Is he your best friend? Outside of marriage, is he your best friend? I tell people, you get married because you love him. You stay because you like him.
You get married because you love him. You stay because you like him.
Because I like you as a person.
Oh.
I like you. Love, at this point, I have to love you. I
Right.
told everybody in public, I loved you.
Right.
And I still love you regardless, but do I like you?
Do you think love is an illusion?
It's a choice.
I was just about to ask that.
It's a
Is
choice.
love a
It's a choice.
It's a choice. You have to choose every day to love this person. It's a choice. So you decide if you want it or not. Is it worth saving? Is it worth keeping? Is it worth fighting for? It's a choice.
So you did speak on a lot of great things in your marriage. Like, for some people that hasn't been married or that's looking to get married, like, what's some of the things that they can expect? The bad parts first, right? The difficult parts. What are some of those things to expect to be able to work through?
Even in our marriage, this is why I say having the constant therapy. Like, that's a line item in your finances. It's a lot of us, we don't know what mentally we're dealing with. Past, present, you don't know what maybe your parents' issues
Right.
that you now carrying
Right.
that can bleed into your marriage.
Facts.
And you'll probably think, I'm whole, I'm good, I'm perfect. And when you get into a marriage, you're like, wait a minute. Because you relearn who you are when you're married, and you relearn who you are again when you have children. So you need to be able to be willing to learn and have that hard conversations. And a lot of us, the problem is we don't want to have those hard conversations. We want to live in this delusional that everything is perfect,
Right.
when it's not. Because I have past history, or I have this issue, I have that issue, I have mommy issues, and I'm good. But in reality, when you're in marriage, you realize it starts showing up in different version, how you parent your children, things that you would not have said, but because you're functioning in your brokenness, you're doing the same thing to your kid unintentional. So you need to be able to have those conversations. And churches say, you need to have the marriage counseling before
Right.
getting married.
Right.
It needs to go deeper than that. you also need to have it before you want to date.
Right.
We are not healed.
I'm going to ask you another controversial question. What do you think is going on with relationships today, in your opinion?
In relationships is, I think everybody wants selfishness, for sure.
Right.
Selfishness. A lot of us are operating in selfishness. But no one wants to be with one person anymore. Just one. Just to be with the one and have life with that one.
And grow
Right.
old together.
And grow old together with the one. Like, my parents are still married.
Right.
My mom is going through dementia. And to see how...
Sorry.
Thank you. And to see how my dad, like, he loves her more, and I can see it, than he has ever been before.
Wow.
And to see, because at the end, will this person actually do what they said they're going to do when they stood before the altar?
True.
For better or worse, for richer, for poor, for death do us part.
Right.
Are they actually going to do that? And if you feel like this person you're married is not going to hold your hand on your dying last days,
Right.
that's not the person.
How long have your parents been married, by the way?
My parents probably be mad at me that saying that, but they were shacking up. They were shacking up. Because when I look at old pictures, I'm like, wait a minute.
It doesn't
Why was
add
I
up.
at your wedding? Like, hold up. And I wasn't probably like 4 or 5 years old. I'm the last one. So I think they've been married for like 40 some odd years. You know, Haitians, after a while, they stop counting.
Right.
And you ask them, like, when's your anniversary? I don't know.
Right.
So they've been married for so long, but we always known them. They've always been together.
You mentioned about grants and looking for opportunities to expand your business or your organization. Mm-hmm. If you were to get those opportunities, what would you do with that opportunities?
Right back to the organization. If you ever hop into my support group, I always say, I am the CEO, yes.
Right.
I manage the organization. The organization is not mine. It's a God-given organization. Right. I manage it. Whatever I get back, it goes right back to the organization.
So what has been stopping you from getting those opportunities and grants? Is there time?
Honestly,
okay.
It's time and having those individuals to be present. Because especially when you're early on in your organization, you're wearing multiple hats.
Of course.
Multiple hats. And I'm in a position now, I'm ready to let go of a lot of hats.
Right.
So now I'm structuring it that we have people helping us.
Right.
And that is a process.
Right.
Some, like my support groups, I've been running our support group. We have support groups first and third Monday of every month online. So regardless of where you are, you can tap in. So now I'm in a place like I have to take a seat back and train other people to do it. Because that's the business side of the nonprofit. It's not about just, okay, we're doing this for the community. We want to do that, but it's also the business side that needs to operate efficiently in order to be able to do that for the community. So that may require me to step back on some of those active roles and train and let other people do that. So that's the process we are doing that now. It's still a lot of work.
Of course.
I don't expect it to be there in a week or two, although, Lord, I wouldn't mind. But I'm at the place where teaching and cultivating somebody else to do the daily work so I can do the business side.
So you are a full-time mother, you are a mother of two, you are married, and also you have a profit organization. Mm-hmm. So besides that, what do you do full-time? What is your full-time profession?
I also work at Broward County Public Schools.
Doing what?
I'm a district employee with family community engagement. So I'm still in the engagement
of
and
course,
community
of course,
side.
of course, of course.
And one of the things you did mention is for the support group. So for those that are watching, and you did mention you do need some assistance and some help. Mm-hmm. What's the best way, if you can share, what's the best way to get in contact with you to either join the support group or to be able to come and support your organization?
You can find me in all social platforms, Filling Empty Wounds.
Okay.
Or you can honestly just Google my name, Sandra Elidor, only because I've done so many other podcasts. I've sponsored other people's writing. So you will find my name and you will definitely find me somewhere on social.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Sandra, for joining us today and then joining our podcast and for a great interview. Is there anything else you would like to address and anything else you would like to give any advice to someone who's just starting or a young lady that's there that just needs some advice and guidance? Basically, if you were 16 years old, if yourself today was able to stand in front of your 16-year-old self, what would you tell yourself?
You're not crazy. You're not crazy. What you're feeling is valid.
Okay.
Keep pushing. There is pain, or should I say there's a testimony behind the pain. So just keep pushing. A lot of us are going through, even as teenagers, when you have PCOS, fibroids, endometriosis, and doctors are just saying, take this, take that. You need to also do your research. Google Dr. Google. Don't go too deep because Dr. Google will put you in a spiral. But do your research. You're young. It can change for you. It absolutely could change for you. And the food is, unfortunately, is a lot of the issue, is the food. But keep pushing. There's a story behind every pain. There's a story behind every pain. So be in the moment.
Of course.
Allow God to help you through the pain. It's going to be rough, but put it this way. God died on the cross. His pain was worse.
Right.
So just take the course. At the end, you're going to see it and you're like, oh, wow, I went through it. And you actually will be better person after.
Amazing.
Awesome. Thank you, Sandra. Make sure you check out fillingemptywombs.org. Look for the book Kangaroo, Mommy Kangaroo, I should say. Mommy Kangaroo, and you can also find her on social media, as she says. And would like to take this time to thank all of our sponsors, AZ Formal Wear, Chick-fil-A of Miami Gardens, Stardust Studios, Comprehensive Health Center, and Gourmet Gatherings. And we would like to most definitely thank you, our viewers and listeners. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. And you never know who we'll have on next.